In this episode, I poke a tree, I pour some oil, and fix things. What I want to go and explore today is down there. So the path that I want to go down is here. That looks magical. What? That's so rotted. It's so weird that the only sound I can hear is me moving. So while we are moving, I can actually show you guys a few things. As far as I know, this is the eucalyptus or blue gum. Oh, it smells divine. That's menthol galore, and I love a menthol. Woo! Yeah. Anyway, but they are an absolutely invasive species. The wood is quite good for stuff. It's quite a hard wood. Absolute black wood. They are an invasive species. The wood is incredible for crafting. They're so excited for this. What I'm actually carrying is a piece of wattle, and that is also an invasive species. All three of them are from Australia, and they are very hard types of wood, but they are very, very invasive. So I am very excited because I can actually take them out. Okay, I'm actually moving into the valley, and I am a little bit terrified because I'm under trees. There's a lot of boomslangs here. Boomslang. There's a lot of puffies here, but luckily it is winter, so it should be better. I hope. Look at these insane mushrooms. Aren't they gorgeous? Just came down that. And I need to go under this to find out what's that side. This feels like some uncharted shit. So I got to the end of the line. There's absolutely no way I'm getting through that at this point. But I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. But I do love this path. I'm hearing a bunch of baboon activity. I think I'm gonna back off. Okay, we have come up the valley, which feels like 700 meters tall, and it's still going up, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get through there. It's getting quite tight. So with the forest itch scratched, I could start exploring around the house. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown what's on the farm. This is the macadamia nut. So there are a few nuts on the tree. You can see there's a few tiny ones over here. We have not one, but two avo trees. And I think this one is a little bit small, so it's not carrying yet. But this one has a bunch of very, very nice avos. And as far as I can tell, they are the Haas variety that you get like in your stores and so on. This is the actual grapevine. Unfortunately, the goats have been eating it up. So the goats in question were the neighbor's goats, and I almost kept this little baby for myself. She would run towards me whenever she saw me, and I basically made her a tame goat, which the neighbor was very unhappy about. And this is one giant fig tree. that's next to the house. So we did our first trip to the milkery, and I found these two little babies were just born. I also found out the milkery sold a bunch of various items, which was just the best news for me. And the following week, my chainsaw arrived. Yo, look at that. So I added this as the workshop area. I think it looks nice. The shade netting, that's where the car usually is. And I set up the fire pit to enjoy the full view of the valley. But we still needed a bunch of firewood. So I have been collecting some firewood so that I don't have to buy any more wood. And just as it was getting too good on the farm, I had to leave for a work trip to East London. And on my way back, I spent a couple of days with my buddy and his wife in PE. And what a lovely time. We fixed up the car and I got to oil this awesome pine cabinet. Today I want to show you an absolute beautiful piece of wood. I think these are some very thick pieces of pine wood, and they haven't been oiled for a while. So you can see some cracks appearing in the wood, and that's usually your best indication that the wood is getting very dry. They have been patched some pieces over here as well. It looks like a little bit of wood filler. That's not a major issue. We are going to wipe it down. We are going to try and feed it. I bought a whole bunch of the actual raw linseed oil. Let's boost this wood and get it back up to scratch. So if you clean it, clean down there, but also clean up there. And then up there as well. So everywhere needs to be properly wiped down. Each leg. Just a pro tip, if you're not working with gloves, try to not touch the wood because the oils on your hand will transfer and you will need to wipe it down again. So that thing is fine. And we'll just do something like this. Just like that. I think that should be plenty. That over there. Just look at this transformation. Put this bad boy up. Look at that, guys. So it was a very thick layer I threw on, and you can see some of the spots are starting to dry, but it's still a little bit soaked. I did use about half of the bottle. As an absolute bonus level, I got to learn how to spray paint, and we also fixed my mom's side view mirror, which had a proper scratch. The actual
so ons het nou die punt gebreek. Daar is die punt wat jy sien, die kleur. Daar is die swart buis wat jy nou sien, so hy het nou verby die kleur gegaan. So nou gaan ons hom net afwerk tot hy weer... Ja, soos merklik.
This is an absolutely spectacular cross-section of what it looks like when you sand down a car part. You have your inner plastic part with the outside halo being your primer, the black ring around that being your actual paint, and finally the outside white pale being the clear coat that was sanded. This is on every single vehicle. Perfect. And on my way back, when I got home, this happened, and I found this blue gum tree across the road, and I was loaded up. So we had to move it to get back home and actually get the job done. I got it out of the way. That was quite heavy. Oh yes, look at that thing. So the family of bushbucks started to call the farm home, and I tried catching some fish in the little pond. I'll be really upset if this is just another frog. Holy shit. It's another fucking frog. Okay. Are we calling it for the day? Fuck it, I see it. I see it. Oh! Oh. That was shit. Oh. 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 Fuck it. This is what I did all the effort for. Is this little... And after that, I started fishing only the estuary. That was until my buddy and I broke down and needed to be rescued by Sun Parks. What absolute legends came and rescued us from the biggest shit ever. In the next episode, Waar is ons botter, man? Waar is ons botter?